Good day, and welcome to Season 3 of the Press Box. I'm Chanel Peterson, Managing Director of Marketing and Vision 2040 for the Virgin Islands Economic Development Authority, and your host for this episode. May has been an exciting month for economic development. We celebrated and recognized Virgin Islands economic developers who are working every day to build more vibrant and livable communities in alignment with 20-year economic plan developed under the Brian Roach administration, Vision 2040. Today, we will update you on Vision 2040 as we take a close look at how the BIEDA is supporting the Department of Planning and Natural Resources in providing relief to commercial fishers and charters following the negative impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Joining us for this conversation is Wayne L. Biggs Jr., CEO of the Economic Development Authority, and Kusa Holloway Christian, Incubator Program Manager, and St. Croix Fisher, Hans Larson. Later in the program, we will also hear from the Office of the Governor and VI Small Business Development Center about an exciting new program that will give business innovators a much-needed boost. Welcome, CEO Biggs and Mrs. Holloway Christian.
Thank you.
So, tell us, Mr. Biggs, about Vision 2040.
Well, as you indicated in your introduction, Chanel, Vision 2040 is a 20-year economic plan created for the territory by the community. As you are aware, we surveyed the community, not only island residents, we also looked at Virgin Islands and the diaspora, and we surveyed the business community. And from that, we worked to create a plan that will put the Virgin Islands on course for the next 20 years. So it's the first time the Virgin Islands has embarked on planning for a long-term vision. Previously, we've done the SEDS plan, which is usually a 3 to 5 year plan, but this is really a 20-year plan that looks at aspirational goals and also target industries for growth in the future.
Wow, that is truly incredible. And how exactly does Vision 2040 plan to impact economic development in the territory?
Well, we're hoping that it has a significant impact in the territory. As we indicated, we've looked at 8 different industries that we project to be growth industries over the next 20 years. I will say that we may have to pivot from time to time and look at other industries, but right now those are the industries that we've identified that we think has the potential for growth and for moving the territory forward. So we're working along with the Department of Education, along with UVI, along with DPNR in reference to aligning plans for workforce and for land use in regard to creating this Vision 2040 plan moving forward.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot already in the works with implementing Vision 2040. Can you tell us what exactly are some of those aspirational goals that's detailed within Vision 2040?
Yeah, I'll just go a cursory review, but we talk in aspirational goals in reference to increasing local food production. We talk about renewable energy. We talk about taking advantage of UVI's marine science areas to create a blue economy center of excellence. We talk about renewable energy and how that impacts the territory. We talk about agroscience. So there's a variety of different areas. Tourism, about Virgin Islands-style tourism to continue to compete in the world market. So again, 8 aspirational goals and 8 industries as target markets.
That's fantastic. And so if somebody wants to get more information, to actually look at the different positions and more details into the aspirational goals, where can they go to find that information?
Of course, they can contact our office. Here in the territory, you can call our St. Croix office at 340-773-6499, our St. Thomas office at 340-714-1700. Visit our website, usvieda.org, or of course, go directly to the Vision 2040 website, usvi2040.com.
Thank you so much, Mr. Biggs. That's so good to hear about all the things that's happening for this long-term plan for the territory. And so at this time, we're going to go to a break.
Hi, I'm Summer Sibley Brown, the founder and executive director of Virgin Islands Good Food Coalition. Virgin Islands Good Food is a place-based nonprofit that supports a thriving local food system. We believe in supporting farmers, is increasing local food production, and providing healthy local food for all residents of the Virgin Islands. We support food sovereignty, food sustainability, and food security. In 2023, we will be launching the VI Virtual Farmers Market, which will help support local farmers and local producers in having access to online markets, which aligns perfectly with Vision 2040, the territory's 20-year economic development plan. So I guess that makes me an economic developer. I'm Summer Sibley. I support this message.
Hi, my name is Kalani Rivers and I'm the president of the Governor's Millennial Council. We're proud to join the VI Economic Development Authority in celebrating Economic Development Week. The USVI's 20-year plan, Vision 2040, has played an important role in helping us to develop two of our most important projects. Project Access, which seeks to highlight opportunities that exist within the territory, and Project Diaspora, which seeks to connect millennial and Generation Z age Virgin Islanders across the world. My name is Kalani, and I am an economic developer.
Welcome back. Again, my name is Chanel Peterson, Managing Director for Marketing and Vision 2040 for the Virgin Islands Economic Development Authority. And as you've just seen, this week we are celebrating Economic Development Week. We partnered with several agencies to really talk about how they see their organization and missions aligning with the 20-year economic plan. And so we're going to transition into the CARES Act Fisheries Financial Assistance Program. So Mr. Biggs, tell us about the CARES Act for commercial fishers and charters.
Yeah. The CARES Act program is being administered by the U.S. Virgin Islands Economic Development Authority, but it's actually a Department of Planning and Natural Resources program, and we're assisting them in providing funding to the fishers and the charter industries. The CARES Act was a program that was created through NOAA, and it addresses the shortfall that fishers and charter companies had in regard to receiving monies from the COVID pandemic and other funding sources.
Okay, thank you. And Kusa, Mrs. Holloway Christian, tell us, why exactly are fishers and charters being separated within this program?
Well, the reason why the program is specifically for them, as Mr. Biggs indicated, is because in prior COVID relief funding, the fishers and charter industry, aquaculture was omitted. So this is to right, almost like a wrong. So, but also it's key to note that the funding that is coming for this particular grant is coming from NOAA, and it's going to be partnered with DPNR and then of course EDA.
And can you go into a bit more on who exactly is eligible and not eligible?
Sure. So to be eligible, you have to be a fisher, you have to be a charter for hire, aquaculture. There's a few different industries that you can qualify for. I think what is most important is what you need in order to qualify for the program. So you will need a valid government-issued ID, such as an ID, passport, a utility bill. You will also need your DPNR-issued commercial fishing license or DLCA fishing license, or even if you have a federal commercial fishing license. You'll also need your tax documentation, W-2s, 1099s, a 1040 tax return with a Schedule C, your records of what you made. So if you have your book, your ledgers, your sales reports, things like that, those are the type of things that you will need. We also have a website that is set up and dedicated so you can find all of the information for this program. It is www.usvicares.com. I'll say that again so everyone can know to go to that website, usvicares.com. The application is not open until May 29th, but we want to make sure our fishers are getting their documentation ready and prepared in in the time for when the application open. Application time will be from May 29th to June 18th. So it's about a 2.5-week window, but we don't want them to wait until then, because this is a very important program for them to make them somewhat whole in what they were missing, especially during the COVID time.
Absolutely. And we'll hear later on from an actual fisher to talk about the real impact, not just of COVID-19, but how this funding is going to help their business.
Absolutely.
So speaking of funding, Mr. Biggs, how much funding exactly is available for fishers and those within the fishery-dependent businesses?
Yeah, there's significant funding available from NOAA, and we do have a CARES 1 and a CARES 2, so there'll be 2 times that you can go to the trough. There's 2 separate applications, but you can apply on both ends. So again, depending on the amount of fishers or charter businesses that apply, the monies will be divided amongst the applicants that apply and are eligible. So the full amount will be allotted based on the quantity of applications. It's very difficult to say an average allotment or what the maximum is, again, because it's based on whoever applies.
Now, I know I'm guilty of procrastinating, so again, I'm gonna have you guys tell us when is the deadline so people can get ahead of the game and actually apply at the start of its opening?
So the application, the online application becomes live and available May 29th through June 18th. However, we're asking that you please get your documents ready, get your license ready, get your tax documentation ready. But also, if you need technical assistance, we've also partnered with the Small Business Development Center, and they will be providing technical assistance to those fishers or in the charter industry who need a little bit help with maybe the online application, knowing what all of those terms mean, because somebody may not know what a 1099 is or what a W-2 is. So we want to be able to provide that assistance. And if anyone would like assistance, we're asking that you contact the SBDC through their website. You can go to visbdc.org and you can make an appointment. We're asking that you do make an appointment so that way everyone's not there at the same time. And that way you can get the assistance that you need. And of course, the EDA, we will be doing boots on the ground, visiting fishers, and doing some other outreach activities to help.
So speaking of outreach activities, do you have any workshops or webinars coming up that'll assist the fishers and the commercial fishers and charters?
Absolutely. Next week, Wednesday, the EDA will be putting on a webinar at 2 p.m. to discuss the CARES grant. And so anyone who would interested in that program can attend. They can ask questions, they can get the information, so that way they're prepared when the applications open on May 29th at usvicares.com.
And Mr. Biggs, can you, for folks who may need some assistance because they're Spanish speaking, is there going to be assistance provided for them to actually apply for the CARES Act?
Oh yes, definitely. The Department of Planning and Natural Resources have Spanish speaking persons available to assist you filling out the application and putting your documentation together. So again, you would visit the Department of Planning and Natural Resources, and they can also assist you, particularly the Spanish-speaking community who may not be familiar with the English language or cannot fill out the English application correctly.
That's great to hear. Now, I know we can't say it enough, so I'm going to ask Husa again to let us know where can people go to apply, where can they go for technical assistance, and even if they just have general inquiries.
Absolutely. So you're not able to apply right now. The application is not live. However, you can go to usvicares.com, and it has all of the program information, what the required information is. There is even an FAQ on there for some of the questions that you may need answered. If you need technical assistance in regards to what kind of documents you need or how to fill out the application, you can contact the SBDC at visbdc.org. If you would like to contact the EDA, you can also contact us at 340-773-6499, as at our St. Croix office, or 340-714-1700 in St. Thomas.
So that's phone, that's email, that's website. Fantastic. So
absolutely.
Tell us, Mr. Biggs, as we close out this sector, what's the call of action from EDA to the community?
The call of action is definitely for fishers and fishing-related entities to get together, get your application information ready. Once that application opens, apply and get yourself free money. This is not a loan, this is a grant from NOAA. So this is your opportunity to get free money in regard to fishers and fishing-related businesses.
Thank you, CEO Biggs. Thank you, Incubator Program Manager Holloway Christian. We'll be right back with Fisher Hans Larson.
Are you ready to develop valuable skills you can put to work? Join the Virgin Islands Department of Labor's Work, Learn, and Earn program. It is a 12 weeks paid work experience for out-of-school youth ages 17 to 24 with little to no work experience. This program provides you with the opportunity to develop your professional skills in a professional work environment in your area of interest, with the goal of connecting you to full-time employment. For more information, call us at 340-773-1994 on St. Croix or 340-776-3700 on St. Thomas, or email kevin.dixon@dol.vi.gov. The Youth and Apprenticeship Division is committed to building skills and making opportunities.
It was so good seeing Uncle Marlon after all these months, eh?
It sure was. Mom was so happy to see him. Hey, make sure you buckle in my princess nice and tight. You know Daddy don't play that.
Oh, really, Derek? Your princess is buckling nice and tight.
You ready? All right, let me go home.
I can't believe we pulled out that surprise for Mama. She was so excited. Derek, look out! Karen, Sierra, you okay?
Man, I'm so glad we had on those seatbelts. It could have been so much worse.
Babe, it's okay. We're okay.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. It's your life, it's our law. This message is brought to you by the Virgin Islands Office of Highway Safety.
I am Dr. Jennifer Siqueira, one of the founders of Seat Caribbean and our 501c3 nonprofit organization, Seat Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center. I serve as the executive director. Seat Caribbean is proud to join the VI Economic Development Authority in celebrating Economic Development Week. One of the initiatives of the USVI's 20-year economic plan, Vision 2040, focuses on outreach and programming for minority and women-owned businesses. In line with that, we are offering our Three Queens Ventures Women's Business Accelerator. The accelerator serves USVI women who are makers, artists, craft persons, designers, and small batch manufacturers who are interested in growing or expanding their businesses. My name is Dr. Jennifer Siqueira, and I am an economic developer.
It was so good seeing Uncle Marlon after all these months, eh?
It sure was. Mom was so happy to see him. Hey, make sure you buckle in my princess nice and tight. You know Daddy don't play that.
Oh, really, Derek? Your princess is buckling nice and tight.
You ready? All right, let me go home.
I can't believe we pulled out that surprise for Mama. She was so excited. Derek, look out! Karen, Sierra, you okay?
Man, I'm so glad we had on those seatbelts. It could have been so much worse.
Babe, it's okay. We're okay.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. It's your life, it's our law. This message is brought to you by the Virgin Islands Office of Highway Safety.
Welcome back. I'm here with commercial fisher right here out of St. Croix, Mr. Larson, affectionately known as Panchi. So how are you doing today, Panchi?
I feel good. I'm all right.
So tell us a bit about yourself.
Myself, well, I used to in the neighborhood of Garrett's Bay. It's been a village now, fishing village, for over 250 years. Wow. It's been a long time. And I born there, I grew up there. And that's the only fishing village that we know of in Christian State Town. And I lived there all my life. I'm not afraid of my age. I'm 75. So all my life, all I knew is fishing.
That's fantastic. And can you tell us what has been the most impactful thing for you as a fisher all these years?
What's the most impact?
Yes, like what have you truly enjoyed all these years about fishing?
The thing about fishing, it's like when you're out there, it's another world. It's peaceful. It's very enjoyable. You don't hear nothing. It's like you're in another world. Very quiet. All you hear is the surf, the birds. Now and again, you get the pull in your line. But it's just a different world altogether. Very enjoyable, very relaxing. It's work, hard work, a lot of risk involved. Your motor could stop, the weather could go bad, just about anything. There's no guarantee when you go, you're coming back.
Wow.
Yeah, it happened. Sad cases, but it does happen.
Wow, I feel like you truly transported us there on that boat. That was really amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Now, with fishing, what else do you do within your business?
Well, right now, I have a little business that I do on a Saturday. And it's done by commercially, well, traditionally, the fishing days of Gallows Bay was like on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays was the big day when all the fishermen goes to sea. And everybody would come and get their fresh fish, clean it on the bay, some cook a little. And the tradition is still going on today, which is very good. And I just hope it keep on going. And the Wednesday was, you got full-time fishermen, you got part-time fishermen. And on Saturday, you got everybody out there, full-time fishermen and commercial fishermen. And you'll be surprised, up till the day of today, you have people do not eat fish that touch ice.
Wow.
They want fresh fish jumping in their hand. If they don't get that, they don't want it. It's still going on today. It's amazing. Don't tell them go to the supermarket. First thing, how long the fish been dead?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to hear that. So they don't need that. They want fresh fish, live, coming on the boat. That's how they eat fish.
So you're keeping tradition and culture alive, which is really a big part of the CARES Act. So can you tell us, how did COVID-19 impact your business in the last couple of years?
Well, when it started in the 19s, I was shut down for 9 months. And I really couldn't do anything. So all I do home was give the business an uplift. And I do a little fishing just for myself. And that became very expensive. So 9 months without any income coming was kind of rough. The fishermen, them, COVID affected them quite a lot too. Instead of going out 2-3 times a week, they would only go out once a week. You say, why? Where are the customers? They ain't none. The governor says stay home. Everybody's staying home. It's their health. They got to take care of it. And then you customer bringing in 200 pounds of fish. Where are you going to sell these fish to? To whom? The restaurants, them are closed. They ain't buying no fish. The people that are accustomed to buy fish, they ain't buying no fish to stay home too. So you got a little fish for yourself for maybe 1 or 2 customers. You got to eat, then your bills got to be paid. So the fisherman do it. Forced to raise the price. Bills got to be paid. Everybody take a hurting, and they take a hurting back.
Indeed, a lot of people did take a hurting, especially the fishers. So how do you see this funding impacting and being, for your business?
Well, let me give you this short story first. Hurricane Hugo, I was full-time. That put me flat on my back. I lost my trailer, I lost my boat, I lost my engine, I lost my gear, I lost everything. And there was promises, never fulfilled. I got frustrated and actually quit for a while. Now, it's times of change. Here's a new program. I heard about it. And then it's grant money, free money. I can't believe it. But from Hugo Days, 89, I haven't seen a penny yet. And now here, the fishermen of today have an opportunity that they could grab and make use of it. Fishermen, please, don't sit back. Call these offices, get in contact with them. Get your money. You lose something, you will get something back. Please.
Thank you so much, Panchi. We really appreciate you coming in today and talking about your experience and really sharing your stories, because we want to keep this tradition and culture alive within the fishing industry. So we're asking, like you said, commercial fishers, charters for hire, wholesale dealers, really any business that's fishing dependent to know that there's funding now for them to get back on their feet and to be in a better place.
I couldn't thank you more. And I'm quite sure the fishermen are listening to me now. The wise one, they're going to call your office. They're going to go online. And they're going to try to get some of that free money. They'll be foolish if they don't. Believe me, they would be.
From Panchi himself, we'll take a break.
Are you ready to develop valuable skills you can put to work? Join the Virgin Islands Department of Labor's Work, Learn, and Earn program. It is a 12-week paid work experience for out-of-school youth ages 17 to 24 with little to no work experience. This program provides you with the opportunity to develop your professional skills in a professional work environment in your area of interest, with the goal of connecting you to full-time employment. For more information, call us at 340-773-1994 on St. Croix or 340-776-3700 on St. Thomas, or email kevin.dixon@dol.vi.gov. The Youth and Apprenticeship Division is committed to building skills and making opportunities.
It was so good seeing Uncle Marlon after all these months, eh?
It sure was. Mom was so happy to see him. Hey, make sure you buckle in my princess nice and tight. You know Daddy don't play that.
Oh, really, Derek? Your princess is buckling nice and tight.
You ready? All right, let me go home.
I can't believe we pulled out that surprise for Mama. She was so excited. Derek, look out! Terrence, Sierra, you okay?
Man, I'm so glad we had on those seatbelts. It could have been so much worse.
Babe, it's okay. We're okay.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. It's your life, it's our law. This message is brought to you by the Virgin Islands Office of Highway Safety.
Welcome back. Again, I'm Chanel Peterson, your host for this episode, Managing Director for Marketing and Vision 2040 for the VI Economic Development Authority. And I am glad to be joined with this evening Mr. Ted Gutierrez, the State Director for the VI Small Business Development Center, and Sana Joseph Smith, the Education and Workforce Development Policy Advisor. to the office of Governor Bryan. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Excited to be here.
So tell us, Mr. Gutierrez, about the Small Business Innovation Grant from Governor Bryan's office.
Yes, so we were excited to be contacted by Governor Bryan's office for this unique and really historic opportunity to help inject some life back into our economy after the COVID, and of course, still recovering from the hurricanes. So I'm very excited that they reached out to us and we were able to put this going forward. So I'm super excited about it, and Ms. Santa Joseph Smith can speak a little bit more to that.
Of course, it was, a no-brainer. We really wanted to make sure that our partner in this initiative was an organization that would be able to support the small businesses, because our goal is for them to be innovative. And for those that are not sure how to get there, the Small Business Development Center is an awesome, awesome organization. So it was a natural fit.
Indeed. And EDA has worked plenty with SBDC, so we have personal experience.
Yes.
Now, can you tell us, where is the funding coming from for the Governor's Small Business Innovation Grant?
So this is part of the ARPA funds, and so the governor knew that it was really important for our small businesses to be resilient and to really establish a really strong core. And I don't have to say, everybody knows our community is really resilient between the hurricanes and everything we have to go through. And so he really wanted to do something to encourage our small businesses, which are the backbone of our economy, and encourage them to, plant those seeds so that they can weather, whether it's an economic storm or it's a, hurricane storm. So that was kind of the initiative behind his thoughts for the innovation grant.
That's awesome. And who exactly is eligible? Because I know a lot of businesses out there are curious, is it specific for a certain group, or is everyone out there able to apply?
So this grant was designed to obviously inject some money into our community so we can help strengthen our economic potential here, but not only for currently, but for innovation going forward, thus the Small Business Innovation Grant. So essentially there's actually six criteria, as long as they're currently registered in the USVI, licensed in the USVI, and in business during 2022, will have less than 100 employees. So the criteria is pretty simple. As long as you're in business, doing business in the Virgin Islands, you're eligible. Now, this grant is specifically for for-profit businesses. Unfortunately, it's not for nonprofits, but this specifically is designed to help small businesses in the territory. So, like I mentioned earlier, this is historic, and I can't thank Governor Bryan as much as I'd like to. I just want to thank him so much. So this is a huge injection. So.
Fantastic. And it sounds really amazing. So
it is.
You have to tell everybody, where do they go to actually apply?
So that's easy. You go to Ted.
Yes, yes.
All the small business, right. Not his house, don't go to his house.
Yes.
But all the small business development centers in St. Croix, St. Thomas, and St. John are all equipped. You can also go online, but I'll let Ted give those numbers and the website for that. So you can, many ways, online or in person, there's a way.
Sure, so we're asking people to go to our website first, which is visbdc.org. There they can actually click on the application and download it. But also too, there's a frequently asked questions where they can view the frequently asked questions and download them as well. Now, for those folks who don't have internet access or the computer or the ability to download applications, they can physically pick them up at our two locations on St. Croix. It's at 6300 Estate Peters Rest. And on St. John, on St. Thomas, we're at the Old West Bay Supermarket right there across from the airport by the corner of UVI. So we're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. They can pick them up in person or they can download them. But I strongly suggest going to the website first, visbdc.org, and reading the exact requirements for the application and the frequently asked questions. That'll save a lot of frustration, time, and effort on the applicant's portion of this.
So don't show up at your door, go to the website first. Got it.
Yes.
Now, can you talk a bit on how are the grants going to actually be distributed?
So what we're doing right now is we're just accepting applications for the grants from May 2nd until June 15th. And so it's going to be on a first come, first served basis. However, I want to say, do not rush to fill out the grant and turn it in, because what we want to make sure is each applicant has a strong application. So follow every single requirement and request on there, because incomplete applications will not be reviewed. So, and we don't have the ability to contact an applicant if some things are missing, because we have a small committee that's doing this. And so I would say make sure to go over everything prior to submitting the grant.
So are there any other tips you can give so that persons can have a strong application?
Well, the main thing, like I mentioned, is go to the website, read the frequently asked questions, and answer everything. And remember, this grant is about innovation. I understand, right? Yes. Yeah. So a lot of the applications we see so far, we have some that are not really touching on the innovation part. It's more like I have to replace a freezer, or I need to buy a new cash register. That doesn't really show us or tell us how innovation is going to help that particular business. So make sure to take the time and answer the 3 simple questions that are on there. How are you currently utilizing innovation? Or how do you plan on utilizing innovation to build resiliency and help your bottom line and have a more resilient business going forward? That's the key, is the innovation. Don't just tell us what you're going to do, but show us how you're going to do it. Now's the time to plead your case.
In that example, to share with some of the business owners, if you need a new fridge, not just because you need a new fridge, but maybe you need a bigger capacity because you know that there's a shortage in supply chain and you want to increase your volume. So instead of just buying a new fridge because it's broken down, or a new cash register, maybe you might need a new POS system to make your business more efficient and for you to track your inventory easier, or for you to do more business with off island. So take those things that you may need and figure out, how does that affect your bottom line? How does that help you take your business to the next level? And so that's what we really want the business owners out there to really focus on. And please use SBDC as a resource. That's why they're there. You can call them, ask them questions. You can talk it through with their counselors, and they are there to help you. It's not cheating. We want you to get the assistance. And they have tons of other assistants as well, but we want you to get the assistance. And although they're just very simple questions, they do need to be answered. So we've provided all the tools to make sure our small businesses are successful and have an opportunity.
So innovation, innovation, innovation.
Yes.
Got it. And so that's really going to lead to resiliency, as you spoke of. So you can take something simple and really show how they're being innovated by, like you said, ensuring that these businesses are going to be here for years to come.
Definitely.
So Ted, can you tell us, what is the deadline to apply again?
So June 15th, I would say midnight, right? We can accept emails.
11:59.
Right? Or they can drop off the application in our inbox there outside of both locations. But June 15th is the deadline. And we hope to review them throughout the rest of June and July, and hopefully maybe do some check presentations in August. We're not sure the exact time, but that's kind of our overall timeline. But June 15th, get them in as soon as you can, but do not rush. Please, please do not rush. Make sure you do everything according to what the recommendations or requirements are. So,
I also wanted to translate the address, because you know how we are in the Caribbean. So the location in St. Croix is across from the Plaza East and Cost You Less in that shopping center over there. So just so that folks, what is it, the old Sprint?
Well, now it's T-Mobile. So
T-Mobile,
it's to the new,
sorry.
where the new T-Mobile, old Sprint, new T-Mobile.
They didn't pay me for the endorsement, so.
Yes.
So let's hear that one more time. Where can one find more information?
So the first place is go to our website, visbdc.org, or you can call us, which I can give the number shortly, and there you'll be able to learn everything that the eligibility requirements are, and you can download the application and download the frequently asked questions, and that'll be a great start, and of course it lists everything that's needed.
And would you like to share any closing remarks with our viewers this evening?
I would. First, gratitude. I think it's really important that we thank our small businesses for hanging in there. It's been a tough journey, and those that have been able to make it thus far, I just think from the governor, this is his way of saying that we feel you, we understand you. I also want to say a special thank you to SBDC, because they are carrying a big load here with reviewing the applications and so forth. They have an independent counsel that will be making the decisions, so it's not Government House doing it. They'll be the ones doing it. And then I also want to sneak in a thank you to EDA.
Hey.
We appreciate you all for actually helping us with some of the operational and distribution of the checks at the end of this entire process. So just want to extend absolute gratitude to everyone who is, has been involved in this process and just making it a success, because it's definitely needed. And I'm just encouraging everyone to apply.
Thank you, Sana. Thank you, Ted. And again, I'm Chanel Peterson, Managing Director for Marketing Vision 2040 for the VI Economic Development Authority. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have a good night.